Yo, 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 we ready to get right into it. Let's go.
It's time to rise. What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Lex Express checking in with some more WWE 2K25. In today's video, we're checking out the latest screenshots. Let's start because we have a few to get through. Roman Reigns is the first one we're taking a look at, and let me tell you, the attention to detail for the Tribal Chief this year is awesome. I would have preferred for him to have a little more gray hair. You know what I'm talking about? He has those little gray lines right here, some highlights. That would have been nice if they would have touched him up, given him a little feature of that. But outside of that, I like the way that the light is shining on his muscles. I mean, he looking swole, he looking jacked, he's looking big and ready to fight, Brody. What do you guys think about the Tribal Chief? I think they did an exceptional job. I like the new glove. The little details within the material really stand out to me with this screenshot. So I'm digging it. Now, that's not to say that we can't criticize a couple things on there, but what is there to criticize in that Roman one? Honestly, like nothing. In my opinion, nothing. So on to the next one. Let's get to the next one and see what we could get into here. And the next one is the Bloodline. All right, the famous Tama Tonga. Yeah. Tonga Loa. You know, Tonga Loa. Yeah, this guy right here. Yeah, this is who I'm talking about. And of course, Jacob Fatu with Solo right there in the front. I feel like the skin texture, you could really enjoy the skin texture with these screenshots in high quality. And we're not in a rush, to get into the match. We're not skipping entrances. We could see every single superstar here for what they are, and they are amazing. Wow. Wow, 2K, you're giving us the best screenshots to kick off this season. I see what you're doing. The next one is the Wyatt 6. This is the pre-order bonus. If you guys want to pick up the Wyatt 6, you're going to want to get the standard pre-order before the game comes out. And you'll also be getting the WWE 2K24 digital version if you went with the digital version of the game for 2K25. Now, if you want to play with the Wyatt 6 and you're not going to pre-order the game, you just got to buy the deluxe, or you got to buy the Bloodline edition. Those already included even without the pre-order. But back to this screenshot here. Phenomenal job. I love, again, the lighting has carried over from 24, 23, and 22. They've already done a very good standard, and they've built upon it with just layer after layer. And I can't find something I'd spot here and really bash or give some constructive criticism. So 10 out of 10 so far for Wyatt's, Bloodline, and Roman Reigns. Honestly, amazing work. Bravo. So the next one here is Lola getting ragdolled by Shayna Baszler. And if you notice, this is the underground match, the big match that we're going to be playing this year. Everyone's like, oh, they just took out the ropes, took out the turnbuckles without realizing the difficulty and the layers that it took for them to get this far in terms of a gameplay feature. Look at just the highlights and the shadows. And you got the referee kind of hit it in the back, but Lola Vice is about to get destroyed in this match with the beast, Shayna Baszler. So that one looks good. I think that, the attires and the different tones with the bright lights in the back and the crowd like looking on. I'm eager to see how the crowd plays into that screen though. Like, do they just sit there and stare into into the nothing? Because I see the lady in the red on the bottom right. She looks like she's about to be like, yeah. Because they said that the crowd gets rowdy and they get really into it. So I'm hoping to see a little more than just what they're doing here. We got Mr. Fat Joe in the back with the glasses. And, I don't know what's going on here. This is looking a little scary, though. So I will say that the crowd needs a little bit of work. But maybe we get surprised when we actually play the game. We'll see. Now, on to this one. This is another underground match. We got Fat Joe in the cut back in again. And with the tracksuit. And then we got Mike Rome and our referee. I think his name is Adrian Butler, if I'm not mistaken. Sami Zayn, Carmelo Hayes. I would love to see this match in real life. I know these guys would cook, but in the game, they look like they're about to cook too. This looks like this match is about to go hard. 5-star match in the making. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You could already see the presentation. Sami Zayn doing his little... But this one right here was a big reveal, ladies and gentlemen. Becky Lynch is here in the game. We questioned whether she would be in it or not because her contract did expire and she's being a mother right now, taking some time off. Maybe she wasn't signed on to WWE. This pretty much confirms she's still with the company. Not only that, if you look in the background, that's the new Raw logo, folks. That's the brand new Raw logo. And no, I am not thinking this is the same arena that we saw with the Roman screenshots or like in the video package. No, this is a different arena. This is the Raw logo that was right before the Netflix stuff. All right, remember when Raw had the LED black panel? That's this version of Monday Night Raw, because the one with the Roman Reigns was the one that had the white on it. So this is the one that went with the black sleek look right before Netflix took over. So it's possible that we may see the Netflix add on later in a update. But for Becky Lynch here, she's talking about, I gotta talk up the crowd and win them over. How should I handle my next match to get the spotlight all on me? You could put, I'm gonna win my next match. I'll pull off a win with a challenge. So this has like branching situations where it's going to take you into the cutscene and story. So I really like that we got a glimpse of what that's going to look like here. It seems like Becky's talking to herself and you're just telling her what your next move is going to be. All right, so nice little tease here for the promos in universe mode, something that we've all been wanting to see more of. I definitely want more cutscenes. I want more story, and this is how we're gonna get it. Maybe this is the way that they have to go, the route they have to go to create the story designer mode. Because this is basically a bunch of filters that triggers animations, and story designers is a bunch of filters to set up animations that you want. So
big ideas.
Oh, maybe they're onto something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just stretching it thin here. But as you see here, the LED panel is going to be taking damage this year. So it's nice to see Dom Mysterio in an intergender match with Rhea Ripley. Now, he does have that mustache. He's rocking the mustache, looking swagged out, Mr. Dom. I see you, Mr. Latino Heat. Dom Mysterio screaming for his life because, of course, Rhea Ripley, Miss Mommy herself, is about to destroy this man for the weasel he's been. All right, so what can I say about this thumbnail? Nothing. Another banger, another good one. I love it. Let's move on. So up next, we got the freaking final boss. Now, let's look at the bull in the back. You see the bull in the back, guys. I'm sorry to report that this is not the official final boss entrance. It isn't. It isn't. It's a shame. He's missing the red eyes with the electricity and all that. I'm hoping that before the game comes out, this gets updated. Maybe the entrance has it for a little piece and then it goes away. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's going to be there though. So I hope they update that background and they do the music and the motion right, because we're all waiting for the final boss. All right? We're waiting for the final boss to take us on a ride, like he says. That championship title looks gorgeous. I love the freaking Brahma Bull. And, I don't really care too much about his Matador get up there, but it is what he wore at WrestleMania, so I see it, man. I see you, Rocky. Let's go, man. Another good freaking screenshot. Now, we're looking at my GM here. This was a little glimpse of what the menu is going to be. You see that it has the home, book show logistics, manage roster, power cards, and career. Now, what I don't like about this screenshot is that it looks exactly like it's been. And that's understandable. They did say that it's an enhanced version of my GM, so they did tweak it a little bit, I'm sure. And they made it offer online for you to experience with your friends. So up to 4 players are going to be available to mix and match GMs and shows with PLEs and things like that for you to challenge each other head on. I want to see how that plays out. That's going to be something I'm going to be streaming a lot of. So be sure to subscribe if you love wrestling, and of course some My Jam, because we're bringing that to the channel with hopefully just Brian, Kenny Baum, and we'll mix it with the community as well. So really cool to see a little glimpse of that. I like that they put Rhea Ripley for talent scouts there. Anytime we see Rhea Ripley in the menus is a good time. So up next, we're looking at Nia Jax, another intergender tease, and we see her looking at Randy Orton. You see the size difference, man. Randy Orton could just go ahead and RKO the crap out of her, and you get to see the Tron in the back. That's the big getaway from this screenshot for me. I love that this is the modern Raw. Okay, it's not really that outdated. We could add the Netflix logos to it for the new Raw that we see on TV, but at least the stage is pretty much the same thing that we've seen for SmackDown and the more recent Raw, when the crowd wasn't shown in the back. They only really showed the crowd in the back for the Clippers Stadium over there in LA, the Intuit Dome they call it. So I'm happy to see that at least it's the more recent Monday Night Raw before Netflix. That's really cool. But yeah, Nia Jax looks the same. I think she's rocking the same attire, if I'm not mistaken. Randy rocking the same trunks. So just a good glimpse of the stage more than anything. And it's a high quality picture, so nothing bad to say about that one. That one didn't really rock my world. But here up next, we have Yokozuna with his manager back in the cut. And we have a legendary arena, which I like when we get a chance to have these older arenas, since they don't typically add them for the sake of adding them. The only arena they haven't swapped out that we get every year for absolutely no reason is that damn WCW Monday Night Nitro. They need to change it and update it and give us a Thunder one as well. But here's Yokozuna making his way to the ring, looking right. They did him justice once again. They didn't have to touch him up. They just gave us what they already did and what they already had. And I'm fine with it. I like more the fact that we're getting another reveal for another Tron, and I'm cool, man. I'm happy with what I'm seeing so far. That was a total of 11 different screenshots, and now we could pretty much ride into the sunset like Tama Tonga and Tongaloa here in the cut, fighting in New Japan, ready to roll, because that's how the bloodline is, man. We the ones. We the ones. I know this is not the real bloodline for most of the community, but for me, I still love it, man. I love that they're in the game. I love that they're not DLC. We don't have to wait. We're going to be playing with Jacob Fatu day one. Hit me up in the comments. Which WWE 2K edition are you getting? Are you hyped up? Because I sure am. We got so much more content on the way. Let's go, man. Let me hit you guys with this newer outro, or intro rather, that we used on stream. Peace. Let's get it.